Hi, this is Nolan from Benchmark, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to do an invert within MicroSurvey's FieldGenius. So for instance, if you're recording something like a water line and you want to shoot a manhole cover, you can shoot the manhole cover and then project a point, let's say 5-10 meters down into the ground. So what I've done to begin here is I've just got this project laid out with kind of 5 points here that are placed willy-nilly in a snowman shape here on the screen. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to head to the point database here quickly to show you what my point elevations are set to. And as you can see in here, I have my elevation for all my points at 15.250 meters. So the goal of this invert that I'm performing is to create a point that is at 5.250 meters. That's 10 meters below the surface of the other points. So if I just close my point database here and head back to my map screen, and once I'm here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to head to standard measure there and change my measure mode. So if I click standard measure, it's going to bring up my measurement modes menu here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose the add invert option. And I can now select a point under which or over which I want to create my invert. So there's a couple different ways I can select points. So all I've got to do is I've got to select my point selection button here. And the first way that I can select a point is I can type it in. So in this case, let's say I want to have a point ID of 4 that I want to create my invert over. I can also click a point. So if I click on point 3 again, that'll select it. I can also select from a list if I have a whole bunch of points and it's hard to select the proper one. I can choose it from the list here by just checking the point and then hitting select. And I can also create a new manually entered point under which I will create an invert. But in this case, I'm just going to select point 4 from my project here by hitting select. And then I need to add my invert elevation to it. So if I type in minus 10 meters here, so minus 10.00, and I hit store point, you're going to see that I'm actually now at an elevation of 25.250 meters. So the invert takes a subtraction automatically from that value. So if you want to create it 10 meters below the surface, you actually just have to enter 10. You don't need to add that minus sign. So I'm just going to cancel this point storage here by hitting cancel. So instead, I'm just going to change my invert elevation to 10 meters. I'm going to hit store point and you can see my elevation's now set to 5.250 meters and I've descended rather than ascended. So I'm just going to hit store point to store point ID 7 here and make sure that I record my invert point here. And if I head to the map screen here, what you're going to see is I've got 2 points that are overlaid each other now. And if I head to my point database here, you can see that points 4 and 7 have the same northing and easting, but the elevation of point 7 is now 10 meters below point 4. And that is how you perform an invert inside of MicroSurvey's FieldGenius. And if you have a moment, I would please ask you to hit that subscribe button down below. It really does help us out and helps me keep making these FieldGenius how-to videos. And if you have any questions about anything you've seen on this YouTube channel, whether it be in this video or about the Hemisphere S631, please give us a call at 1-888-286-3204 or visit us on the web at bench-mark.ca.